Hello, everyone. This is the East Coast Economic Update for July the 15th, 2009. Just a couple of issues that I'd like to point out. Right now, the markets are shooting up for no good reason, no good reason at all. I'm going to, of course, set everything up over here in the box, and I want to touch some bases. There was an article in Bloomberg telling that the Chinese had increased their dollar reserves by $2.2 trillion. But what they haven't told you is how much gold they have had. That's the one thing that the Chinese are not releasing, even though the over the seas purchases of American gold have increased about sixfold since the last year. Some other things I'd like to show you. One, this is cover from the Financial Times. Goldman Sachs staff set for record payouts. And in the small print, it says that the politicians and the people at large will be not happy about it. Even though Goldman Sachs has paid off their TARP money, or a good portion of it, what is not told to you is this, that most of the TARP money that was given to other institutions were to pay off Goldman Sachs. And don't forget something else. Lehman Brothers was a creditor of Goldman Sachs. In other words, Goldman Sachs owed money to Lehman Brothers. They failed. AIG owed money to Goldman Sachs, and they were saved. And this, if you watch very closely, seems to be a reoccurring theme. They keep trying to save Goldman Sachs. Now, even though this TARP money is being passed around to trickle down to us small folk, which it's not happening, the truth of the matter is that the money is being handed over to Goldman Sachs through a back door, so it doesn't look like they're getting all of the TARP money. Even when it's being paid back by other companies, and only a few people have paid it back, the money that has been passed to them by both the TARP funds through other entities and also the Federal Reserve, which Goldman Sachs sits on the board of the Federal Reserve, is obviously that this is corporate welfare at its highest point. So I'll leave that article and I'll hook it up on the online over here. One other thing is another interesting thing. By September the 15th of this year, approximately 50 to 70% of people who had gotten unemployment benefits extended to 9 months will be no longer covered by unemployment. And I have also an article from Google, also here, pointing out that the American, both the House of Representatives and the Senate are holding stuff up in committee rules to extend it another 13 weeks, which in effect would extend it another 6 months. If they don't do it, we're going to have a slew of people who are going to fall off the radar screen on paper, maybe not in the street. My concern is that they're damned if they are and damned if they're not. If they extend the 13 weeks, then the unemployment rate will easily shoot up past 11% before even the end of the year. If they don't, then everybody will be patting each other on the back because the unemployment rate stayed pat at 9.6 or 9.9, and there's going to be a whole slew of people that are going to riot, as Gerald Celente had pointed out. Gerald Celente had said that there would be riots in April, but because the stimulus package had extended it by 6 months, which would bring us pretty much September into October. So these are the things that I would keep in mind. Also, a little piece of it, little personal issues. Last year at the same time, the credit lines by companies were cut short by most of the small companies, my company being one of them, me being a small sporting goods store. They're doing it again. They're tightening it up really quickly. They're asking for payments sooner. They're asking us to pay off stuff that's either coming due, just coming due, or have not come due yet, and they're asking us to send big chunks. Well, they're asking me anyway. And there has been a notification. I will put it up here that small businesses like us are going to be really pressured the worst, leaving only a few large companies. My concern is that if the New World Order is going to progress here, I think that primarily they're going to crush out both the middle income folks and the small business folks like me and Travis and a number of other people. So let's be aware of that. Also, the reason why I'm doing a webcam, Michigan Pony is going to be very happy. Renee, My camera came with me, but not my charging cord, my electric cord for the camera, and it's left up at the cabin. So my wife said, well, that's a good excuse to drive 5.5 hours out of New York and to go back up to the cabin. So I thought you'd get a big kick out of that. Anyway, until further notice, I just want to let you guys know that this is what's going on. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe Bloomberg's. When reading Bloomberg or reading any article, don't look at the cover. Don't look at the headline. Look about 4 to 5 paragraphs down. That's where the truth is really buried. And also look at the smaller articles down lower. Do the research. Don't believe the hype. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to calm people down by throwing out snippets of what they consider truth. All right? So until further notice, peace, and there will probably be another update shortly. I think I had said around the 15th, things are going to start to get strange, 15th and 17th. Let's see what happens. Let's see if my theory's right. All right, guys. Peace.